Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on their fight story with Igdalia. We have another amazing fighter today. His name is Hassan Graham, and he is currently an undefeated heavyweight champ. Hassan, how are you doing?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing great. How are you feeling after your weigh-ins?
Weigh-ins is always kind of nervous. You go in, you go through the process, even though it's the same every time. It's just you see all the other fighters, and your mind's going everywhere. You're thinking about the fight, just thinking about what's going on, what's gonna happen, and stick to you think about the game plan and everything.
Mhm.
Everything is just it's a fun environment to be in.
It is. How did you get into martial arts?
Well, I always watched MMA and I always wanted to do it, but I more had the idea. I was like, I'm gonna be one and done. I want one fight just to do it, see what it's like, and then I'm done. And I had that one fight, and after that, I was hooked.
Yeah, I could see you haven't stopped since.
No, I just hit the road running after that, fight after fight after fight.
What inspired you to become a fighter? I know people like to watch and train, but not everybody has that desire and drive to actually become a real fighter.
Honestly, I was just bored, and I wanted to try something I'd never done before. And to me, I always knew how to fight. Like I've been in street fights before, so I was like, I know how to fight, but I know it's a bigger art behind it.
Hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I started to train, and I started to train during COVID, and it just no fighting or anything was going on, so I stopped. I was like, yeah, I'm all set. I'm just gonna wait till everything open back up. I'm gonna fight, and then I'm gonna be done. So I was honestly bored, and I watch UFC all the time, and I was like, I could do this. I could fight, but you don't really know if you could do it until you go do it.
Hmm.
So I went in there and I did it, and here we are now.
Where are you currently training?
Chapman's House of Pain in Springfield, Massachusetts. I've been training there for a year now. It's a small gym. We're about six deep right now,
Mhm.
and we do a lot of cross training with G&G, uh, Whitley's boxing, underground MMA. So we do a lot of cross training, but that's my main gym.
Mhm. Who has been your biggest inspiration in the sport?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with John Jones. I mean, because that's the first fighter that I actually watched, and I was like, it was so exciting to watch him. Everything was just hype, and I was like, yeah, I got to do this one day. I got to go out there and fight. Like I would never try to copy his style or anything like that because that's a tough style to follow up on. It was just more of, yeah, I want to go out there and be a dog and fight.
Where did you get your fight name?
The fight name. Honestly, it was just a whole bunch of names just bouncing around between me, my dad, my girl, my coach, and it was at the point where I was like, I like the name. I had like four or five names I liked, and then I was like bounty hunter, and that's a job I always wanted to do in real life. Like I always wanted to be a bounty hunter, so I was like, you know what, that's it. We're sticking with this one, bounty hunter.
Yeah, I saw your last fight, your pictures of like the family, and yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was cute. I totally like that.
yeah, my two little brothers, Hunter and Trey,
Oh, that
and I
is
also
cute.
have a third little brother, Zaquel, and three little sisters. I'm the oldest. So. Also, got to collect bounties. I like to get paid, so
And you've been getting paid for your last four bounties.
oh yeah.
So now let's see what's going to happen. How are you feeling about this upcoming fight?
This upcoming fight, I don't underestimate anyone.
Hmm.
Every fight I go into, I don't make predictions. I just say it's going to be a dog fight because
Hmm.
that's how I like to fight. It's a fight. Anything could happen, but I'm going in there to fight and give it my all. I just have a great night. It's going to be a banger. I know it's going to be a banger for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing fight between both of you. So I mean, everybody's going to be like on the edge of their seats, just waiting to see what's going to happen.
That's how I want all my fights to be. I want everyone at the edge of their seats just waiting to see what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Do you expect anything different um, compared to your previous four fights?
No, it's a fight. You you
Hmm.
you go in there, you train for this. You put your all into it, and that's all that's to it. Difference. I feel like this is the first fighter with the most experience I'm fighting.
Hmm.
That's about it. But everyone I fight has more experience than me so far,
Hmm.
so that's not the issue. But this is the first fight I'm going into. He's coming off of two, three big knockouts. I'm
Mhm.
coming off of 4 wins. But that's the plan for it to be a big fight. I want fight of the night, knockout of the night. We want.
You want them all.
Oh yeah, I want them all. Especially if they're giving out bonuses, I definitely want them all.
So you like to collect bounties. But do you already have like an idea of the next bounty that you want to collect?
No, it's legit. Whoever want to fight, I'm down to fight. Um, I just want to elevate the competition every time. That's
Hmm.
about it. I wanna get on bigger platforms. It doesn't matter to me. You shoot me a name, and if I like the fight, I'm gonna take it. If I don't think it makes sense at the time, I'm not gonna take it.
Hmm.
But there's no particular heavyweights I'm checking for. There's no need for it right now. I feel like
Hmm.
my name is hot. They checking for me. Every time I turn around, somebody's talking about me or
Hmm.
calling me out. So that's the good thing right now. So let that keep coming, and I just go collect that bounty and call it a day. But no, I'm not checking for anyone.
No. Okay.
Nah.
Is it difficult? Have you found, I mean, you had four amazing fights, but has it been difficult finding an opponent for you?
Yes and no. More of there's heavyweights out there. So some people might say I went pro too fast. Stay in the amateur rink and fight a little bit more because there's not a lot of pro heavyweights around. But
Hmm.
the thing about me, I travel. Like if I
Hmm.
talk to all promoters, I talk to promoters in New York, Miami. It doesn't matter. I'm down to fight. So it would never be hard for me to find a fight. If you're
Hmm.
down to fight anyone, it's not hard for you to find a fight. So when they say it's a lack of heavyweights around, yes, it is. But there's heavyweights that don't want to fight each other, and
Hmm.
eventually we're gonna have to meet. If you want to make it to the next level, you have to fight the heavyweight you don't want to fight. It's the fight game. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. So I'm down to fight anyone. So it's never really hard for me to find a fight.
The one thing that you've proven, people might say that, yeah, you went pro early, but what you've proven is you've gone pro, but you're undefeated.
Right.
So in reality, it's all on the individual and their technique, their determination, their desire to get to that level.
I mean, I
And
don't that. Why waste time? Everyone know for heavyweights, 4 or 5 big wins, and you could get that call.
mhm,
So why waste time? What I would tell every heavyweight, if you got it going, the ball is rolling. Get out there, get some wins, and it's the fight game. You're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some. Take big fights. Take big fights. This is a big fight for me.
mhm,
I feel like this is a big fight, especially for a pro debut. Most people are not stepping in against another undefeated pro. He's a Muay Thai undefeated pro, but most people are not going to do that as a pro debut.
mhm.
Like I said, we're not ducking, we're not running from anyone. We're going to take big fights, and that's going to get me to the big show.
Are you gonna have your I don't even know, your friend walk out again?
No, so we're not going to do that this time. The walkout, like I said, this been a tough camp putting everything together. So we didn't really plan anything big for this walkout. So we might just keep it. We might just do all the action in the cage that night.
Even better. Even better. The suspense.
Yeah, but that's another thing. A lot of people waiting to see what the walkout is going to be. It might not be a walkout every time. So next time the expense is going to be even higher. Like, oh,
Mhm.
is he coming this time? So you got to tease them a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if you came in limo, but last time you came in a limo, or you had posted that you were gonna drive up in a limo, and you drove up in the
We
Hummer.
did it.
It's like,
We
come
did
on,
it.
yeah, you did.
So
So
yeah,
with
we
you, you're full of surprises. Is it a trick or treat?
never know. Never know.
Where do you want your career to go after this?
After this fight, I would love another big fight, another big promotion, and that's about it. I'm not really sure yet. I feel like 3, 4 fights, 3 big 4 fights, and I'm hoping to get that call
Mhm.
for a big promotion. That's the goal. You fight to get paid and make that big money. So after this one, take another big opponent, someone else with a big name, and keep the train rolling.
Before we conclude, do you have any shout outs or anything that you would like to share before?
I'll just say shout out to all my sponsors. They know who they are. Shout out to all my coaches, everyone that helped me get prepared for this fight. And that's about it. Family and friends. I love everybody.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Now you get to refuel and get ready for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All the sponsors are actually on the back. If you shirts will also be available at the show tomorrow night. I got a whole bunch of shirts if you want them.
What other price?
We're going to do 30 or 25. 25. We're letting them go for a discount.
Thank you so much.
My shit. My house.